Did you know that depending on where you break out and where your acne is located on your face, your acne could pretty much give you clues as to what is causing it. And if you know and understand these clues and what your skin is saying to you, you can drastically change the condition of your skin by making a few tweaks and changes. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning back in. For those of you who are new, my name is Selena, also known as Nurse Key. I'm a practical nurse, and on my channel we talk about quite a few things. We do vlogs here and there. We talk about YouTube growth and finances, but the main focus on this channel is skincare and nursing. In today's video, as mentioned in the title, we're going to be talking all about acne once again, but specifically what your acne says about you. And I'm going to be giving you guys little tricks as to what you can do and tweak in your everyday life so that you can start seeing the changes you want to see in your skin. If you're interested in learning about this, go ahead and smash that like button down below and let me know in the comments, where is your acne on your face? Is it your forehead? Is it your cheeks? Is it your jawline that you're struggling with? Go ahead and let me know what type of acne you're struggling with down below. That way everybody knows that they're not alone, and let's just get straight into the video. All right, so let's go ahead and start with cheek acne, acne on your cheeks. And this happens to be one of the types of acne that I struggle with the most, probably the second most common type of acne that I personally struggle with, but I know a lot of people out there struggle with cheek acne. If you are part of the cheek acne gang, go ahead and let me know down below. Now, I just want to get one disclaimer out when it comes to every type of acne that I'm going to mention today. You guys already know this, but I'm just gonna reinforce it. Diet. Greasy, high carb, high sugar, starchy foods, that is definitely going to manifest on your face, and that can contribute to any type of acne, whether it's your forehead, your cheeks, no matter where it is on your face. So that obviously applies to cheek acne as well. But one of the things that you may not realize can be causing your cheek acne is this right here. We wear makeup on our faces, we sweat during the day, and then we put our phones to our ear. And the bacteria on your face can then go onto your phone screen, and you are taking those oils and constantly reapplying them to your face every time you put your phone to your ear. Not only that, but our hands are probably one of the dirtiest parts of our body. We touch everything with our hands, and we tap our screens all day long with those dirty hands, and once again, put our phones to our faces. And then all that bacteria can enter into our pores, clog our pores, and then cause what? A breakout. Another thing that may be causing you to break out on your cheeks is this. Girl, come here. We need to talk. When last did you wash your makeup brush? And I'm saying this guilty as hell. Look at my makeup brush. If you are guilty of not washing your makeup brushes as often as you know you should, go ahead and comment guilty down below in the comment section. I know you guilty. I'm guilty too. I'm not judging you, okay? I'm not judging you, but you gotta make sure you are washing your makeup brushes, especially your blush brushes, your bronzer brushes, and whatever it is that you use to apply your foundation. These things need to be cleaned because you can be taking bacteria and constantly reapplying it to your face with these brushes, and that may be contributing to your breakouts. So if all of a sudden you are seeing that you're just breaking out a lot more on your cheeks than you usually do, girl, it's probably time to wash your makeup brushes. Go ahead and let me know down below if it's about time. The next type of acne I want to cover here is hairline acne. Have you been breaking out along your hairline and you just don't understand why? Now, this can also be because of diet and all of those things, but the main reason or the main cause for acne around the hairline is usually our hair products. And that is why I've spoken to you guys about this before, and I told you guys to make sure that whenever it is that you're washing your hair and doing your conditioners or whatever, that you wash your face thoroughly. And make sure that when you're washing your face, you're not just washing half of your forehead. Make sure that you're washing all along that hairline, because if you're not washing your face and your body after you apply your hair products or after you wash your hair and do whatever, those products that are usually really thick products, especially those conditioners and stuff for natural hair and things like that, they can be very thick and they can clog the pores along your hairline and cause you to break out. So if you are breaking out along your hairline, it's probably that gel that you've been using to lay your edges, and it's probably because you haven't washed your edge brush, okay, which I'm definitely guilty of. Like, I have never washed my edge brush. If you're guilty of that, let me know down below. But it's probably time to wash your edge brush, sis, and make sure that after you come home from a long day of laid edges, that you go in with your face wash and you make sure that you scrub your hairline. Now let's move on to the forehead. And usually when people break out a lot on their foreheads, they usually have a more oily T-zone. So if you are part of the normal to oily skin gang, let me know down below. I'm part of that skin gang as well. So I tend to get a little bit oilier on my face, and so I walk around with blotting sheets and I try to blot my face dry as much as possible. But this is usually due to having oilier skin along your T-zone, which is right here and right here. So if you have oilier skin, I know I say that I personally prefer not to use products with salicylic acid because I feel like salicylic acid can be a little bit drying to the skin, but the one cleanser that has salicylic acid that does not aggravate or dry out my skin is the CeraVe SA cleanser. I've showed you guys this previously and I will put it up here if I can find a picture of it, but that is the only SA cleanser that I can use that really gets deep into those pores, gets rid of those oils, and does not aggravate or dry out my skin. So if you have oilier skin and you're looking for a good wash for oily skin, definitely give that one a try. Anything CeraVe is a go for me. I have been using CeraVe for years now, and although my skincare routine does change a little bit throughout the years depending on my skin's needs, obviously your skin's needs change throughout the seasons. In the winter, you might need something a little bit more hydrating. In the summer, you might need something a little bit less thick because you're hot, you're sweating a lot more. So our needs change throughout the years, but CeraVe is always my main go-to. Hands down, that is it for me. So make sure that you are meditating, that you're taking walks, that you're doing anything that you have to take to reduce those stress levels. Make sure that you're using good products that are good for your skin type, which would be oily skin if you tend to be a little bit oilier along your T-zone, and make sure that you're getting enough sleep. And the last type of acne that I want to talk about, and this is my most common type of acne. I'm going to lift my neck here just to show you guys. You guys can see. You guys can clearly see that I'm still dealing with some hyperpigmentation and some scarring from getting acne along my jawline and underneath my jaw and my chin. I've spoken to you guys about having PCOS. If you also have PCOS, go ahead and let me know down below. But usually when you think acne on the jawline or acne on the chin or anything like that, I automatically think hormones. So if it is that time of the month, or if you're having any hormonal fluctuations, or if you are a fellow sister who suffers with polycystic ovarian syndrome, this is a type of acne that you're going to see a lot. Now, although diet is important for all the types of acne that I mentioned today, for hormones, diet is definitely crucial. If you're eating high carbs, high sugar, high fat, especially unhealthy fats. I'm not talking about healthy fats like omega fatty acids or the types of fats that you're gonna get from like a nice avocado. I'm talking about that greasy burger fat, okay? If you're having that type of food while your hormones are kind of going through it, that will definitely add to the fluctuations that you're already suffering. So you wanna make sure that you're staying away from those foods and that you're having a lot of leafy greens. If you're having sugar cravings, make sure that you're having, you know, some fruits, some good sugar. Although sugar is sugar to our body, the sugar that you get from fruits is a lot more nutritional. It actually adds some type of nutritional value to your body as opposed to refined sugars that you would get from chocolates and stuff like that. So if you're having sugar cravings, make sure that you're having nutritional sugars from fruits and stuff like that. But cucumbers, lettuce, celery, carrots, those are the things that you want to be fueling your body with. And while we're having these hormonal fluctuations, sometimes our body can actually produce a little bit more oil, and that oil can clog those pores. So make sure that you have a thorough and good skincare routine. If you guys want to know my skincare routine, I will leave the video or the link to the video up here somewhere. You guys can click on that and go check that out. Make sure that you're thoroughly washing the area and that you're giving your skin exactly what it needs to kind of help manage the acne, but make sure that you're taking care of yourself internally to help reduce the oil production and to help stabilize those hormones as well. If you're not sure if you have PCOS and you want to know what the signs of PCOS are, or a little bit more about PCOS, because so many women out there have PCOS and have no idea that they have it, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw some quick signs and symptoms. If you are developing any facial hair, acne along the jawline, abnormal periods or amenorrhea, which means absence of period, if you're going 3 months or months without seeing your period, or if your period is consistently coming late every month, that could be some signs that you have PCOS. So I will leave the link to my PCOS video up here so that you guys can go educate yourselves a little bit more on it. And if you see that you have a lot of those signs, you might want to book an appointment with your GP, who might be able to refer you to a gyno so that you can go ahead and get that checked out. Oh, and bonus tip, are you drinking enough water? If you know you're not drinking enough water, get up, go get a glass of water. Make sure that you are drinking enough water. Flush those kidneys out, flush that bloodstream out. Our body is mainly made up of water and it needs to be hydrated. This is what you need to survive, and this is what you need for clear skin. So make sure that you're drinking enough water every single day. That's a bonus tip. And if you guys are wondering why mine is fizzing up, plain water is a little bit boring to me, so I like to get sparkling water. That's just my preference, but I also do drink regular water. All right, so that is it for today's quick video. That is not so quick. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and let me know down below in the comments, as well as like this video to show the channel a little bit of support. I be taking so much time to make these videos for you guys, and a lot of you guys are silent watchers. Support the channel, like down below. It helps me so much, and that is literally such a little request for the hours that I put into editing these videos just for you guys. So go ahead and do that for me, and make sure you guys check out my skincare playlist, and I really hope to see you all in my next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.